When I started working on domestic violence, I never even heard of the law stalking, hadn't seen it come through. I hadn't had one land on my desk. Luckily, through community action, it was actually more brought to our attention by other groups in the community. Hey, what about this law? What can we do with this law? And we started looking at it, and we started working on it as a group. And I think that's the way everything should be approached. It's the only way to really educate people is really work on it together as a multi-disciplinary approach. You have to get the police involved, the county attorneys involved, the felony attorneys involved. And I mean, there are a lot of other groups that are involved, but we have to all have the same commitment to it to make it work. And that's what happened in Fayette County. Through a police grant that was received for domestic violence in general, and a push from other sources in our community to look at stalking, we started looking at as a group at the stalking law, educating us first, really, and then once we got educated, we could start educating others in my office, and then in the police department. We all worked together to try to really look at the stalking law and use the stalking law more effectively. And we've done that since I started looking at it over 5-6 years ago. It was almost, I didn't see any stalking cases, and it's more than quadrupled, I think, since then, and how many stalking cases are coming through our office. And I think being pretty successfully prosecuted. As I kind of touched on before, I think we all talked to each other, and that was helpful because, I mean, I wouldn't have been as... I don't know what the word would be, almost excited about the law. I mean, I got kind of excited about it when we first started talking about it and realizing how stalking can be used to better and more effectively prosecute a lot of these cases. It was an underused law. And I think that because of the push from other people in the community and us all working together to educate ourselves and educate each other, the fact that the police department has been much more proactive about it and bringing us stronger cases, having investigators specially kind of trained in this area so that the cases are more put together, the cases are better investigated, so they could be, and then of course our attitude had to change. We're number one that had to be convinced stalking isn't what you thought it was. It's a much broader law and can be more effectively used to achieve better results in a lot of these cases. So I think we have to keep on that. I think it's very important to continue with the training that we've been doing of the officers and the prosecutors, which are, in my opinion, clearly the most important to get prosecutions and to get convictions. I mean, the police and the prosecutors and other members of the community have definitely led that kind of crusade to get us to this point. But we've got to, like I said, I can't convince jurors in one day. So it's a community-wide thing. I think we have to keep on trying to educate the community.